Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we have a very interesting watch from MARATAC. Now MARATAC is sold on the County Com website, which produces a lot of interesting, kind of tactical and field watches and dive watches as well. I've reviewed a couple of their watches in the past, and I will tell you one thing, they're very, very good quality. I've never had a quality control issue on any of them. Their shipping is always very fast in the USA. I believe they are located in Pennsylvania, and definitely a very cool company. I believe he does assemble these all himself. So the quality control is always there. If something's wrong, he's going to know, which is pretty cool. This is one of their newer models, or a new edition. This is the 44mm GMT, kind of a Flieger style dial with a GMT function. It's run by a quartz movement, but a very good quartz movement, with some really nice qualities and specifications. So let's see what's on my wrist, and then we'll dig right into this, guys. And off the wrist and onto the camera. As you can see, today I'm wearing this Oceanica Flieger. This is a watch from 4 years ago. You can't buy this watch anymore. But the band on it, this one is actually from Straps Co. As you can see here, this is one of their kind of pilot style bands, which is actually really nice and comfortable. And if you have a Flieger watch or any type of Flieger watch, I would definitely suggest trying out one of these. As you can see, it has the quick release. This is from their Dasari line. Not too expensive, but very good quality. You have the Dasari printed over here, nice smooth leather. As I was saying, the band is very flexible. It's a nice smooth leather. And you also get those two buttons over here, as you can see, like the classic, classic pilot watch, which is pretty cool. You have a nice stainless steel brushed buckle, two keepers, quick release, and I think it just looks right at home. This is a 20mm band, as you can see here. And I think, it looks really good, especially on a black dial watch like this. I'll throw it on my wrist, show you what it looks like. I will drop a link down to strapsco.com in the description below, so you can check them out. They have a lot of cool straps as well for dive watches and pretty much any type of watch. As you can see on my 6.5-inch wrist, it wears very nicely. Definitely hugs the wrist. The buckle is not too big, which I do appreciate, and it really has that perfect Flieger look, which really completes a Flieger watch. So yeah, definitely a very nice fit. Now the MARATAC comes in your standard MARATAC kind of banana style. You open this up, it has a zipper. There's two compartments in here to hold your watch and a card as well. This is all your movement details, how to operate the watch as well. Pretty simple, it zips up like this. It's actually a really nice pouch. You can put sunglasses in here if you really wanted to. There's actually room on the outside to throw things in there, maybe a spring bar tool, which is pretty cool as well. Let's get right into the watch and let's see what it's all about, guys. So this watch is actually 44mm in diameter. They did make a smaller version first, and now they released this version, which is bigger. Although I wouldn't be scared of the numbers because it really doesn't wear that big. It's basically all dials. You can see the lugs are kind of short here. But yeah, it's actually made of titanium. The entire case is made of grade 5 titanium. It has super strength and it's super light. I mean, it's really, really light. Not so light that you can't feel it, but it's definitely very light, which is very nice for an everyday watch, something you can wear camping, hiking, or doing those sorts of things, which is pretty nice. So definitely a very comfortable fit on the wrist. Anyway, getting into some basic specifications here. The lug-to-lug is only 52mm. We have a 44mm diameter titanium case. We have a case thickness of 12mm, which is pretty thin. We also do get a domed sapphire crystal inner anti-reflective coating. This one is very legible with that nice matte black dial. Everything is loomed on this watch insanely, and I will get you a loom shot towards the end. This is some of the best loom I've seen in the past few months, and I believe they're using C3. I'm not sure exactly the type of loom. I believe it's some type of C3X1. Yeah, it's Swiss X1, not C3X1. They're using Swiss X1 loom, which is a Gen 6 Super Luminova, which shines green and it's super bright, very nicely filled here. As you can see, it's all on the 12 through 11, or the triangle through 11 on the GMT hand, on the hands and the second hand, and it's very nice. This watch also is water resistant to 100 meters, so I think that's really, really nice that they did that. That's one of the main things I look for in a watch. At least 100 meters of water resistance if you want to get this thing wet. You can definitely take this in the pool if you wanted to, with no issues, so that's very, very nice. Of course, the crown is signed and screwed down with the MARATAC logo. We do get drilled lug holes as well, like any typical kind of field, active duty watch should have, which is nice to do that. Other than that, we have an independent 24-hour time zone, which can be moved to any hour, so you can have 2 time zones on this watch at the same time. Very easy to use. We have an inner track getting closer into the dial here. You have an inner track with 0 through 24 hours to mark your second time zone. Then you have your time on the outer ring, which is your standard home time. At the bottom, they did print Swiss movement because this is running a Swiss Quartz Ronda GMT movement, which is run on a battery, about a 45-month battery life. That's more than 3 years, so I would not worry about this one. Very easy to replace a battery anyway, and 3 years is quite a long time. These movements are pretty accurate. You know, it's a Swiss Quartz movement run on a battery, which is very accurate. You're looking at about, I would say, minus 10 plus 20 seconds a month maximum. You're probably going to get less than that, though. Anyway, of course, this movement does have hacking like any quartz movement does, or most of them do. But yeah, let's get a little closer in on the watch and the case cut and finish of this titanium, which is grade 5. As you can see here, the cut is actually really good, and I was not surprised because their case cut and finish is always very good. As you can see, there are no sharp edges or anything like that. Very, very smooth. Nice grip on that crown, and the crown action is actually really, really good. As you can see here, something interesting that they did, as you can see, they put Cage 5VK B6, kind of like a field watch, kind of Flieger style, how they used to write the things over here. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I think it's a very nice. I'll show you the case back with the MARATAC logo in a minute, and we'll get into a Lume shot, because the Lume is really something out of this world. Now the crown action is something I was really surprised by. It's just really snappy, clicks out nicely, and you pull out one position. You can move your GMT hand. I'll set that to 8 o'clock. And you go the other way. Let me move the hands first, actually. Okay. So you get that GMT that way, and the other way, you have a quick set date. Matching black, just like the dial, stays out of way, but still is very legible. Final position, you can adjust the time here. Nice long hand, so you can definitely read the time very nicely. I'll set this to 10:10, so it looks all professional. So 10:10, push that back in. Screws in, no issue, very smooth, very nice crown action. And that's one thing I also do look for when reviewing watches. The band itself is the typical MARATAC one piece, which is a very strong nylon, which is super strong, doesn't break or anything like that. It's very good quality with that one solid holster here. And also you do get a titanium buckle, which is pretty cool, which says MARATAC TI22, which means titanium. But yeah, very nice small buckle, keeps out of the way of things, secures on the wrist very nicely. But yeah, it's a very nice watch. The finishing is good. It's titanium, has great lume, a very reliable movement, and the price is, I believe, now $245 US, which I think is pretty fair for the quality you're getting. I mean, I guess you really have to have it in hand to know the quality, but the quality of this watch is very, very good, and they usually sell out pretty quickly based on their quality. They construct these watches themselves. They put the dial, the hands, the movement, the case, everything together themselves in their factory. So I thought that was interesting, and that is in America, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I want to show you this lume because it's really, really nice, and I'll show you that right now. And there is the lume, as you can see. It is super, super potent. It's very evenly applied. There are no blemishes on the lume or anything like that. Everything is loomed up from the outside markers, the triangle, the hands, the second hand, even the tip of the GMT hand, which is very useful at night, of course. And this one does last a very long time. It doesn't fade quickly. I was really surprised by the lume on this one. I think they should definitely continue using this lume. It's really, really bright. On my 6.5-inch wrist, for a 44mm case, it fits across just perfectly because those lugs do curve down towards the end and they're not too big. But it's very nice dial. You can see most of the watch is the dial, as you would expect on a field/Flieger style watch. It's very legible at all angles, and the band fits right out of the box, very comfortable, and that buckle, it just really makes it work very nicely. So definitely a very, very nice fit on the wrist, as you can see here. The AR coating definitely works nicely as well. I think they did a great job. So there you have it, guys. This is the new MARATAC 44mm titanium field watch. I think it's a very good buy. I think if you're looking for something robust something that can handle, tough situations, something that's going to stay with you over the years and keep accuracy as well with the Swiss quartz movement. And has a great set of specifications: titanium grade 5, sapphire crystal, Swiss quartz movement, amazing loom, beautiful strap. I don't really think you can go wrong. I think it's a good buy. And I didn't find any issues with it. Obviously, if you only like really small field watches, you can try their other one, which is, I believe, 40 or 42 millimeters. So yeah, there's really no wrong way to go here. I think it's a decent watch if you're in the field looking for a field watch or something of that nature. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. We have a lot more content coming up soon. You can also check us out at watchaddictchannel.com. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much once again for tuning in and all the support. Ciao.